Did you know that according to Deloitte study, passionate workers are 125% more productive than those who simply show up for a paycheck? Or that research from the University of Chicago found that people who pursue their passions live, on average, 7 years longer than those who don't. Here's the most shocking statistic of all. 87% of people report feeling disconnected from their true passions, spending their lives building someone else's dream instead of their own. Think about that for a second. The majority of people around you, maybe even you yourself, are living lives devoid of genuine passion. They're settling for existence instead of truly living. They're trading their dreams for security, their potential for comfort, their greatness for good enough. But you're not here for good enough, are you? You're here because something inside you knows you're capable of extraordinary results. You're here because you're tired of watching your life pass by while your dreams remain unfulfilled. You're here because you're ready to ignite the passion that will transform your life. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify, ignite, and harness your passion to create extraordinary success, not just in your career, but in every area of your life. What exactly is passion, and why is it so critical to achieving extraordinary results? Passion isn't just excitement or enthusiasm. Those are temporary emotional states that come and go. True passion runs deeper. It's a powerful internal force that gives meaning and purpose to your actions. It's what gets you out of bed on Monday morning with the same energy you have on Friday afternoon. It's what keeps you going when others quit. It's what transforms work into purpose and goals into missions. Think of passion as the fuel in your success vehicle. You can have the most beautiful, powerful car in the world, the best education, the strongest network, the greatest opportunities, but without fuel, that car goes nowhere. Passion is what propels you forward, what keeps you moving when the road gets tough, what helps you accelerate past obstacles. I've spent over a decade studying high achievers across different fields, entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, scientists, and I found one common denominator: unwavering passion for their work. It wasn't talent alone, it wasn't luck, it wasn't connections. Those things matter, but passion is the multiplier that turns ordinary ability into extraordinary achievement. When you're passionate about what you do, you don't just work harder, you work smarter. And, you innovate, you persevere, you inspire others, you become magnetic, and most importantly, you find fulfillment in the journey, not just the destination. But here's what most people get wrong about passion. They think it's something you either have or don't have. They think it's something you discover one day, in a lightning bolt moment that changes everything. The truth is much more nuanced and much more empowering. Passion isn't just discovered, it's developed, it's cultivated, it's intentionally ignited and consistently fueled. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you how to do today. Before we can ignite your passion, we need to understand what's extinguishing it. What are the fire extinguishers that keep smothering your flames of passion before they can truly ignite? The first passion killer is societal conditioning. From a young age, we're taught to prioritize practicality over passion. Get a safe job. Don't take risks. Be realistic. These messages bombard us until we start to believe that passion is a luxury, not a necessity. We're told to save passion for hobbies and weekends while dedicating our primary energy to responsible pursuits that often drain our spirits. The second passion killer is fear, specifically fear of failure and fear of judgment. What if I pursue my passion and fail? What if people think I'm foolish for trying? What if I'm not as good as I think I am? These fears keep countless people stuck in unfulfilling paths, too paralyzed to pursue what truly excites them. The third passion killer is lack of clarity. Many people genuinely don't know what their passions are. Years of ignoring their internal compass have disconnected them from their authentic desires. When asked what they're passionate about, they draw a blank or default to generic answers they think they should give. The fourth passion killer is burnout. Some people identify their passion but approach it with such intensity and pressure that they extinguish their own flame. They turn passion into obligation and lose the joy that made it meaningful in the first place. The final passion killer is what I call passion deficit disorder, the belief that passion is frivolous or that success requires suffering. This mindset glorifies struggle and dismisses enthusiasm as unprofessional or immature. It creates a world where work and passion are seen as opposites rather than partners. Do any of these passion killers resonate with you? If so, you're not alone. The good news is that each of these obstacles can be overcome with the right approach. Your passion hasn't disappeared, it's just waiting to be reignited. Now that we understand what's suppressing your passion, let's explore how to ignite it and transform it into extraordinary results. I'm going to share 7 proven strategies that have helped thousands of my clients move from passionless existence to passionate achievement. Strategy 1, the passion excavation process. Most people approach passion backward. They try to think their way to their passion, sitting around asking, what am I passionate about? Passion isn't discovered through contemplation, it's uncovered through action and reflection. Here's the 3-step passion excavation process I've developed. First, action exploration. Make a list of 10 activities that either energize you now or used to energize you in the past. These don't have to be career options. They can be anything from cooking to public speaking to helping others solve problems. Then commit to actively engaging in each of these areas for at least 2 hours over the next month. Second, energy tracking. After each activity, rate your energy levels before and after on a scale of 1-10. Pay attention not just to how you feel during the activity, but how you feel when talking about it to others, learning about it, overcoming challenges related to it. True passion energizes you even when it's difficult. Third, pattern recognition. At the end of the month, review your energy ratings and look for patterns. Which activities consistently raised your energy? Which ones did you find yourself thinking about even when you weren't doing them? Which ones connected to deeper values or strengths you possess? These are your passion indicators. One of my clients, Sarah, was a corporate accountant who felt completely disconnected from her work. Through this process, she discovered that what truly energized her wasn't the numbers themselves, but helping people understand complex information and make better decisions. She didn't need to abandon her accounting career, she needed to refocus it around financial education and advising, which became her true passion. Strategy 2, the passion intersection framework. Sometimes passion isn't just one thing, it's the unique intersection of multiple interests, skills, and values. The most fulfilling and successful careers often exist at these intersections. Draw 3 overlapping circles. In the first circle, list what you're genuinely interested in and enjoy. In the second, list what you're good at or could become good at with dedicated practice. In the third, list what the world needs and will value and ideally pay for. Where these 3 circles overlap is your passion intersection, the sweet spot where enjoyment, skill, and value creation meet. This intersection isn't just powerful because it feels good, it's powerful because it creates a sustainable foundation for success. Take Elon Musk, for example. His passion isn't simply space or electric vehicles, it's the intersection of technological innovation, sustainability, and pushing the boundaries of human potential. This intersection has allowed him to build multiple billion-dollar companies while staying deeply engaged in his work. Your intersection won't look like anyone else's, and that's precisely its power. Your unique combination creates opportunities that only you can seize. Strategy 3, the passion, purpose, connection. Passion without purpose can fizzle out. Purpose without passion can feel like a burden. When you connect the two, you create unstoppable momentum. Ask yourself, how does my passion serve something greater than myself? How does it contribute to others? How does it align with my core values and the legacy I want to leave? When you connect your passion to a purpose that matters deeply to you, you transform motivation from external to internal. You're no longer driven primarily by recognition, achievement, or reward. You're driven by meaning and contribution. This doesn't mean your passion needs to save the world. A chef's passion for creating extraordinary culinary experiences serves the purpose of bringing joy and connection to diners. A software developer's passion for clean code serves the purpose of creating tools that make people's lives easier. A teacher's passion for mathematics serves the purpose of opening young minds to the beauty and utility of logical thinking. What matters is that you see the through line between what energizes you and how it creates value for others. This connection sustains passion through inevitable challenges and amplifies the satisfaction of success. Strategy 4, the passion protection protocol. Once you've identified your passion, you need to protect it from the forces that would diminish it, both external and internal. First, create passion boundary. Identify the people, environments, and influences that drain your passionate energy and limit your exposure to them. Simultaneously, increase your exposure to people, environments, and influences that fuel your passion. Second, implement passion scheduling. If you don't schedule time for your passion, life will fill that time with other priorities. Block out non-negotiable passion time in your calendar and defend it as fiercely as you would an important meeting. Third, develop passion resilience. Anticipate obstacles and setbacks in advance and create specific plans for overcoming them. When you expect challenges as part of the passion journey rather than being surprised by them, you're much less likely to be derailed. Fourth, practice passion renewal. Even the strongest passions need regular renewal. Identify the specific activities, environments, or relationships that reinvigorate your passion when it's waning, and turn to them intentionally when you feel your fire dimming. One executive I worked with created a passion emergency kit, a collection of books, videos, music, and contact information for key mentors that he could turn to whenever he felt his passion for his work fading. This simple tool helped him maintain his passion engagement through challenging leadership transitions that would have otherwise burned him out. Strategy 5, the passion to production pipeline. Passion alone doesn't create results. You need a system for translating passion into tangible productivity and achievement. This is where many passionate people fail. They have the energy but lack the structure to channel it effectively. The passion to production pipeline has 4 components. First, passion goals specific, measurable objectives that align with your passion and purpose. These aren't generic goals, they're milestones that would genuinely excite you to achieve. Second, passion habits, daily and weekly routines that move you consistently toward your passion goals. These habits should be small enough to be sustainable, but significant enough to create momentum. Third, passion environment. A physical and digital workspace optimized to minimize friction and maximize flow in your passionate work. This environment should both inspire you and remove distractions. Fourth, passion metrics, meaning meaningful measurements that track your progress and provide feedback without dampening your intrinsic motivation. These metrics should focus on both process, what you're doing, and progress, what you're achieving. Olympic athletes don't just have passion for their sport, they have sophisticated systems for translating that passion into medal-winning performances. Successful entrepreneurs don't just have passion for their business ideas, they have disciplined approaches for turning those ideas into profitable companies. Your passion deserves the same level of systematic support. Strategy 6, the passion evolution strategy. One of the biggest misconceptions about passion is that it remains constant throughout your life. In reality, passion evolves as you grow, learn, and change. What ignited you at 25 may not have the same power at 35 or 45, and that's not only normal, it's healthy. The passion evolution strategy helps you navigate these natural evolutions without losing momentum or falling into a passion vacuum during transitions. First, conduct quarterly passion check-ins. Ask yourself, on a scale of 1-10, how passionate do I feel about my current focus? What aspects still energize me? What aspects have become draining? What new interests or opportunities am I curious about exploring? Second, allow passion pivots. Give yourself permission to shift your focus as your passion evolves. These don't have to be dramatic career changes. They can be refinements, expansions, or specializations within your current field. Third, build passion bridges. Instead of abruptly jumping from one passion to another, look for ways to connect your established passion with emerging interests. These bridges maintain continuity while allowing for growth. Fourth, maintain a passion portfolio. Just as financial advisors recommend diversifying your investments, I recommend diversifying your passions across different areas of life: career, relationships, health, creativity, learning, contribution. This diversification ensures that if passion wanes in one area, you still have fulfilling outlets in others. One of my favorite examples is Julia Child, who discovered her passion for French cooking at age 36 and published her first cookbook at 49. Her passion wasn't stagnant. It evolved from diplomatic service to cooking to teaching to media. Each evolution built on what came before while opening new possibilities for impact. Strategy 7, the passion contagion effect. The final strategy leverages a powerful truth. Passion is contagious. When you authentically express your passion, you inspire others to discover and pursue their own. This creates a positive feedback loop. Your passion inspires others, Their response fuels your passion further, you create greater impact, which inspires more people, and so on. This passion contagion effect can exponentially amplify your results and fulfillment. To activate this effect, first, articulate your passion story, the journey that led you to discover and develop your passion. This narrative helps others connect with the authentic roots of your enthusiasm. Second, demonstrate passion in action. Don't just tell people you're passionate, show them through your energy, commitment, and joy in the process. Third, create passion community. Surround yourself with others who share or support your passion. This might be a formal mastermind group, an online community, or simply regular coffee with a like-minded friend. Fourth, mentor passion in others. Actively help others identify and develop their own passions. This not only contributes to their lives, but deepens your relationship with your own passionate pursuits. Richard Branson has built an empire not just on his business acumen, but on his contagious passion for adventure, innovation, and challenging the status quo. His passion has inspired thousands of employees and millions of customers to bring more enthusiasm to their own endeavors. Let me share a personal story that fundamentally changed how I understand passion and success. 10 years ago, I hit what appeared to be the pinnacle of success by conventional standards. I had the executive title, the six-figure salary, the corner office, the recognition in my industry. I had checked all the boxes society told me represented achievement, and I was profoundly unhappy. Not just occasionally stressed or tired, but deeply, persistently unfulfilled. I would sit in meetings where decisions affecting thousands of people were made and feel nothing. I would receive bonuses and promotions and feel empty. I was living what looked like success on the outside while experiencing failure on the inside. One evening, I found myself sitting alone in my office at 9 p.m., staring at a spreadsheet I couldn't focus on, when the cleaning woman entered. Her name was Elena, and over months of late nights, we had developed a friendly rapport. She noticed my expression and asked if I was okay. Something about her genuine concern broke through my professional facade, and I confessed, "I don't think I am. I'm successful but miserable. I don't know what's wrong with me." Elena set down her cleaning supplies and said something I'll never forget. "In my country, we have a saying, the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. But I think that's wrong. The richest person is the one who wakes up excited about the day ahead." She told me how she cleaned offices at night so she could spend her days teaching immigrant children to read in a volunteer program she had started. Her eyes lit up as she described the transformation she witnessed in these children as they gained confidence in their new language. "I could make more money doing something else," she said, "but nothing would make me feel the way I feel when a child reads their first sentence in English. That feeling, I would not trade it for any amount of money." I sat there, stunned by the contrast between this woman who radiated fulfillment despite her modest circumstances, and myself, surrounded by symbols of success, yet feeling empty. That conversation initiated a journey that completely transformed my life. I began questioning everything I had been taught about success. I started exploring what genuinely energized me rather than what impressed others. I reconnected with my long-abandoned interest in human potential in psychology. I experimented with teaching and coaching alongside my executive role. And most importantly, I discovered that my true passion wasn't in corporate achievement itself, but in helping others identify and overcome the internal barriers preventing them from achieving what mattered most to them. Within a year, I had transitioned out of my executive role and founded my coaching practice. The first few years were challenging financially and professionally, learning an entirely new field, building credibility from scratch, weathering the uncertainty of entrepreneurship. But here's what was different. Even on the hardest days, I felt alive. The challenges energized rather than drained me. I woke up excited about the work ahead, and as I followed this passion authentically, extraordinary results began to manifest. Clients achieving breakthroughs, opportunities to speak and teach, a business that grew primarily through passionate referrals. I've now worked with thousands of clients, and my income has surpassed what I earned in my corporate role. But the measurements that matter most to me are different. They're the messages from clients describing transformations in their lives and work. They're the energy I feel at the end of a day full of meaningful engagement. They're the knowledge that I'm using my unique strengths and perspectives to create value that wouldn't exist otherwise. Passion isn't frivolous or impractical. It's the most practical approach to sustained achievement and fulfillment. When you're passionate about what you do, you tap into reserves of energy, creativity, and resilience that are simply unavailable to those who are merely going through the motions. The world doesn't need more disengaged achievers accumulating accolades while feeling empty inside. It needs people fully alive with passion, using their unique gifts to solve problems, create beauty, build connections, and leave things better than they found them. That's the invitation before you today, to reject passive acceptance of a passionless life and instead actively create a life energized by genuine enthusiasm and purpose. The strategies we've discussed provide a roadmap, but the journey itself is yours to undertake. As the philosopher Howard Thurman famously said, "Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and go do it." Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to take 3 specific actions. First, commit to the passion excavation process we discussed. Set aside time in the next week to identify 10 potentially energizing activities and schedule time to engage with at least 3 of them. Remember, passion is discovered through action, not just reflection. Second, share in the comments below, what is one passion you've neglected that you're ready to reignite? Or what passion are you currently pursuing that's bringing you fulfillment? Your share might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to take their own next step. Remember, extraordinary results don't come from doing what everyone else does. They come from bringing extraordinary passion to whatever you do. Your passion isn't just a nice to have, it's the essential ingredient that transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary impact. This is Alpha Resilience, and I believe in your potential to create success that truly fulfills you. Until next time, keep your passion burning bright.